diagnosing no start in the Kia Optima here. Now that I got the leaky valve cover on and we did the rear brakes, I was just gonna sell this thing for, I don't know, 500 bucks or something. Then I get in it and it won't start. It won't start. Why is that? So when diagnosing a no start in just about any vehicle, again, there's three things the engine needs to start. It needs air compression, right? It needs fuel, and it needs spark, the electricity to get the motor turning. So in this case, what we have here is key in it, and you can hear it's just not doing anything. It's not turning over. There's just a click. So what it could be is the battery. Also with that, there's a noise in the trunk. It's the electronic antenna. The antenna used to go up and down when you started the car. But yeah, that's been knocked off thanks to car washes. All right, so step one, you want to kind of make sure that this is your ignition system. So another way of diagnosing no start is making sure that this isn't broken or something in here hasn't failed, and that's why your car won't start. Now, odds are, you're gonna hear me say that a lot in some of these videos. Odds are, like humans, we have this kind of cognitive certainty, like I just know this car is never gonna work. Like this thing is horrible. It's not right. We need to get rid of it. You know, send it to the junkyard or whatever. No, like that's an emotional reaction to a kind of like certainty feeling about things when you could fix what's broken. Let's take a deep breath and just let's figure this out. All right, your car is not destroyed. Odds are it could be, but odds are it's not. All right, that's a very healthy philosophy to have in life. I'm not a yes, no, black and white kind of guy. I see a color spectrum is what I see. And the in-between of black and white, by the way, it's not gray, all right? You put light through a spectrum, it's like Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon, that album cover. My point is, let's fix what's broke and don't get so tied up in like, oh, it'll never work, like Eeyore or something, all right? Odds are it's not gonna be the ignition, but let's check just to be sure. So under the hood here, doing an inspection, starter relay is here. And I know that because it shows me all the relays on the back of this thing here. So right there, starter. And if you can read Korean, yeah, you can read that too. That's this relay. So you turn over the car, and if you can feel it clicking over, that means you got a good ignition system. So, boom. Second thing is this battery is 8 years old. It's 6 years old. I know it's not 8 years old, but it's getting up there. It is and you know, Walmart sells pretty good batteries. I'll hand it to them. Got 700 cold cranking amps on this puppy. If I was at work, I would hook this thing to a machine that would tell me the health of the battery, but as a professional mechanic. But that's what's cool about this channel, how this channel started, is I'm doing this stuff in my yard. I'm DIY. I do this for DIYers, and so check this out. Using the voltmeter here, and again, I got these are cheap. Harbor Freight, I think I got this for free on a coupon thing, but they're like a couple bucks. I've got it set to direct current voltage here, DCV, whatever the heck that means. We're running 13 amps, which is way more than it needs to start this vehicle. Really shouldn't be a problem. Now I do a cold cranking test if I could, but I don't have that available to me. But odds are I am going to state there's nothing wrong with our ignition system by feeling the starter relay click over. That at least when it comes to firing up this vehicle here, this battery should be doing the job. There's nothing wrong with the cranking ability of this battery here, from what we know so far. So again, back to what it takes to start a vehicle: fuel, spark, and compression. Now, we can't get the engine to turn over, so the fuel and the spark aren't right. Like, the number one thing is that starter motor has to turn the engine over to get it to fire, and if that's not happening, your car will not start. If you have a manual transmission, at least in some of the older vehicles before they came, you know, electronic with the computers and everything, you could push start, like put the car in gear and get it rolling, and boom, start the engine that way. The manual transmission, you get some friends to push you, you get the car in gear, that would make the engine turn. You may have seen people do that back in the day, or if they have an older car, that can get you home because the engine's turning, you see. In my diagnosis for the Kia Optima here, this vehicle needs a starter. So we're gonna put a starter in the Kia Optima. So in the end screen to this video will be a link to the starter replacement in the Kia here, right here in my front yard. Please subscribe, hit the like button if this helped you in your trying to figure out what's wrong with your Kia or Hyundai Sonata, same vehicle pretty much. Please do that and subscribe. If you have questions and you're a subscriber, I'm more than happy to answer those for you, as long as you don't ask stuff that's already in the video. That gets a little frustrating. But in the next video, gonna put a starter in the Kia Optima here. It'll be in the end screen. Just click on it or go to Shaw Family Videos and look up the starter replacement video, 02 Kia Optima. This is 01 through 03, by the way, I believe. I'll have to look it up. It'll be in the link in the description. Info in the description. Later. Don't forget to subscribe, and why not watch another video? Stick around!